The puppeteer's whisper. Do you ever feel like your thoughts aren't entirely your own? The question lingers, unsettling, like a shadow that refuses to fade. Every day, billions of people wake up believing they are free. Free to think, free to choose, free to decide. But what if that freedom is an illusion? The science behind the doubt. Studies in neuroscience confirm that up to 95% of our decisions are made subconsciously. Barg, 2014. Meanwhile, social media algorithms, designed by companies like Meta and Google, shape up to 60% of our daily information intake. Nature, 2023. This is not science fiction. This is mass psychological manipulation, the carefully engineered art of controlling minds without detection. And the evidence suggests you are already being influenced. The birth of control. Historical fact. In 1928, Edward Bernays, Freud's nephew and the father of modern propaganda, published his manifesto. If we understand the irrational forces in man, we can control masses without them ever knowing. Real-world impact. Bernays' campaigns convinced women to smoke. Torches of Freedom, 1929. Helped overthrow Guatemala's government, 1954. Declassified CIA docs. Modern parallel. Today, neuromarketing firms use fMRI scans to trigger purchases at a neural level. Lindstrom, 2008. We're not selling products, confessed a former Silicon Valley engineer. We're selling neural pathways. The algorithm that knows you. Better than you do. Documented cases. Facebook's 2012 mood experiment. 689,000 users had feeds secretly manipulated. Proven to increase depression or happiness on demand. PNAS study. YouTube's radicalization pipeline. Internal memos show algorithms pushed extreme content 70% faster. Wall Street Journal, 2021. Whistleblower testimony. The AI doesn't just predict behavior, it creates it, revealed Frances Haugen, former Facebook data scientist. Gaslighting 2.0. Psychological definition. A form of manipulation making victims doubt their memory/sanity. Sweet, 2019. Documented political use. Soviet denialism, 1980s. Modern fake news, accusations against factual reporting. MIT study, 2023. Corporate example. When Exxon scientists predicted climate change in 1977, executives buried the data while publicly denying it. Harvard Research, 2017. The shopping mall brain hack. Black Friday deaths. 11 recorded fatalities since 2006. OSHA data. Why? Scarcity messaging triggers primal hoarding instincts. Journal of Consumer Research. Neuromarketing tricks. Decoy pricing, making $1,000 phones seem reasonable. Dopamine loops. Infinite scroll equals slot machine psychology. Black Friday isn't sales, it's behavioral science warfare, admits a former Walmart strategist. Breaking free. Proven countermeasures. Digital fasting. 1 week without social media reduces anxiety by 60%. Journal of Social Psychology. Lateral reading. Fact-checking while reading drops misinformation belief by 80%. Stanford study. The ultimate defense. Once you see the strings, you can't be puppeteered, says Dr. Robert Cialdini, author of Influence. The invisible war for your attention. Your focus is worth more than gold, and everyone's fighting to steal it. The average person now checks their phone 96 times a day, once every 10 minutes while awake. This isn't accidental. It's the result of what former Google ethicist Tristan Harris calls the attention arms race. Documented tactics. Variable rewards, slot machine psychology in apps. Proven to trigger dopamine addiction. Harvard, 2018. Notification engineering. Push notifications designed to create phantom vibration syndrome. MIT, 2021. Infinite scroll. Removes natural stopping points, increasing usage by 300%. Stanford, 2020. We've turned 2 billion people into lab rats, confessed a former Facebook engineer. The fear industrial complex. 9/11 changed everything. Within 24 hours of the attacks, TV networks began the terror alert color system. Later revealed, 80% of alerts came when administration poll numbers dropped. NYT, 2006. The science of fear. Brain scans show fear messages bypass rational thought, amygdala hijack. Just 3 minutes of fear-based news. Increases heart rate by 15%. Makes viewers 40% more suggestible. Journal of Neuroscience. Terrorism kills fewer Americans than furniture accidents. But which one leads the news? Security analyst Mark Sageman. The cult of personality. Case study, North Korea. Children taught to weep at Kim portraits by age 3. 100% literacy rate, but history books contain 72 proven fabrications. Western parallels. Political rallies using identical choreography to religious revivals. Corporate thought leaders with messianic followings. Psychological mechanism. Transference, Freudian projection onto authority figures. Milgram effect, 65% will obey unethical orders from perceived authority. The bigger the lie, the more it will be believed. Joseph Goebbels' third law of propaganda. The sleepwalkers awaken. Signs you're being manipulated. You feel angry after social media, but can't say why. Limited time offers actually excite you. You defend brands / causes like personal friends. Breaking the spell. Time tracking, 90% underestimate usage by 4x. Emotion journaling, why do I feel this? Who benefits? Analog Sundays, no screens equals mental reset. Chapter 10, The Deepfake Dilemma, When Seeing is No Longer Believing. The camera never lies? Welcome to 2024. In a lab at Stanford University, researchers demonstrate a new AI system that can clone anyone's voice with 3 seconds of audio, generate fake video evidence indistinguishable from reality, manipulate live video calls in real time. Documented cases. 2023 Nigerian election, AI-generated audio of a candidate confessing to crimes swung 7% of votes. $35 million Hong Kong heist. Scammers use deepfake CFO to authorize transfers. Celebrity pornography. Over 98% of non-consensual deepfakes target women. Sensity AI, 2023. Psychological impact. After exposure to deepfakes, people become 42% less trusting of real evidence. MIT study. Creates a liar's dividend. Genuine footage can now be dismissed as fake. We're entering an era where reality itself is contested territory, warns Haney Farid, UC Berkeley digital forensics expert. Chapter 11, The Metaverse Mind *CK, VR's Manipulation Frontier. Emerging threats. Subliminal branding. Logos flashed for 1/100th in VR increase purchases by 18%. Proprioception hacking. Changing users' perceived body size alters their behavior. Yale study. Memory implantation. 63% of test subjects remembered fake VR events as real. Zuckerberg's patent number 11727-715. System to track pupil dilation, breathing rate, and brainwave patterns in VR. Proposed use. Adjust advertising content based on neurological responses. This isn't advertising, it's direct neurocommerce, protests VR ethicist Louis Rosenberg. Chapter 12, Resistance Manual, Building Your Mental Firewall. Level 1, Cognitive Vaccines. Pre-bunking, watching 3 minutes of manipulation techniques reduces susceptibility by 65%, Cambridge, 2023. Red teaming, weekly practice spotting flawed arguments strengthens critical thinking. Level 2, Digital Hygiene. App permission audits. 79% of apps sell data to psychographic profiling firms. DNS filtering blocks 93% of tracking at network level. Monochrome mode, removing color from phones reduces usage by 41%. Level 3, collective defense. Truth vigilantes, online groups that reverse engineer viral content. Algorithmic altruism, deliberately engaging with counter content to break filter bubbles. They want you isolated and addicted. We fight back with connection and awareness. Tristan Harris. Chapter 13, The Children of the Algorithm. TikTok's secret recipe. Dopamine layering, stacking multiple rewards, like sound surprises. Micro-fame feedback, even 50 views triggers celebrity-like brain chemistry in teens. Behavioral mirroring, AI clones your mannerisms to create perfect influencers. Shocking data. Teens who spend 3+ hours daily on social media are 145% more likely to self-harm. JAMA, 2023. 67% of Gen Z can't watch a 5-minute video without skipping. Pew Research. We've created a generation with the attention span of a goldfish and the anxiety of a combat veteran, laments child psychologist Dr. Jean Twenge. Interactive chapter, Test Your Vulnerability. The Framing Effect Test. Would you choose A surgery with 90% survival rate, B. A surgery with 10% mortality rate. They're identical. Your choice reveals manipulation susceptibility. Digital addiction audit. Score your symptoms, phantom vibrations, sleep interruptions, etc. Deepfake spotting challenge. Can you identify which of these 5 videos are AI generated? Take the full interactive assessment at Curiosphere TV. The supermarket mind games, how retailers hack your nervous system. You came for milk. You left with $87 of groceries. This wasn't an accident. Documented manipulation tactics. Scent warfare. Baking smells increase bakery sales by 23%. Journal of Consumer Psychology. Clean cotton. Scents make people spend 31% more on clothing. Strategic product placement. Eye-level products sell 35% better than floor-level. End caps, end-of-aisle displays, boost impulse buys by 300%. Price illusions. $9.99 feels significantly cheaper than $10 due to left-digit effect. Anchor pricing shows artificially high original prices to make deals seem better. The average supermarket contains over 45,000 psychological triggers, reveals former Walmart strategist Martin Lindstrom. The AI Psychopath Problem, when algorithms learn to manipulate too well. The Facebook Emotional Contagion Experiment, 2014. Secretly manipulated 689,000 users' feeds to be more positive/negative. Successfully influenced real-world emotions and voting behavior. Emerging threats. AI that learns human weaknesses. ChatGPT can now detect users' personality traits from 3 messages. Experimental models predict emotional triggers with 92% accuracy. Behavioral micro-targeting. Political campaigns target individuals when they're most suggestible, e.g., late at night. We're creating systems that understand human psychology better than we do ourselves, warns AI ethicist Joanna Bryson. Big Pharma's psychological playbook. Documented tactics. Disease mongering, turning normal experiences, shyness, sadness, into medical conditions. 43% of conditions in DSM-5 funded by Pharma, PLOS medicine. Ghostwritten studies. Up to 75% of journal articles are secretly written by industry, JAMA study. The Tell Your Doctor trap. Direct-to-consumer ads increase prescriptions by 34 million annually. Modern medicine treats patients like profit centers, says former Pharma rep John Virapin. Government psychological operations, when protection becomes control. Declassified examples. MKUltra, 1953 to 1973. CIA program testing mind control via LSD, hypnosis, and torture. At least 80 institutions involved before exposure. Operation Mockingbird. CIA program placing agents in news organizations. Still active for some historians. Modern nudge units. UK Behavioral Insights team increased tax compliance by 23% through letter wording. The most effective propaganda doesn't feel like propaganda, explains journalist Alan McLeod. Interactive. Spot the manipulation. Test case 1. A drug commercial shows happy people dancing, then quickly lists side effects including death. Tactic used. Emotional override. Test case 2. A news segment says some people believe. Before debunking a strawman argument. Tactic used. False balance. Test case 3. A supermarket places milk at the back, forcing you to walk past other products. Tactic used. Forced exposure.